5, 4, 3,
Three.
2, 1.
Ah!
What is that?
Welcome to Roundtable Ranking.
Yeah!
We don't tell our guests what the hell is going on and just go for it.
I was counting down with you guys.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay,
He
I guess
was.
it's my turn.
Yeah. No, I give it to you. You did pretty quickly.
We have
Adapt.
this is our second ever guest, right, Josiah?
Yes.
Here on Roundtable Rankings.
Yes, given that we didn't release the last one.
Yes. So, Chris, welcome. You have done podcasts before with us.
I have.
You are an excellent podcaster. We are very, very experienced, and we are very excited to have you on.
Thank you. You should go see me at my my pole dancing. I'm a little bit better that way.
Oh,
So
Same,
yeah.
Actually.
how do you make a lot of money doing that, by the way?
they don't really give me dollar bills. I get coins. I guess I'm the second rate.
The nickel pole? Are you
The
at the
nickel pole.
Oh,
It hurts. There's been a couple of bruises.
Like throwing stars.
So, this conversation, that's how this podcast is going to go. Whenever Chris comes on, we'd like to make him a more recent guest, maybe even a co-host if he wants. We've never even talked about it, but he's very funny. He was my college roommate. We almost killed each other a few times, but we had a great time. Today, we are ranking our top 5 dark type Pokemon. So we've been doing a series every other week where we've been ranking our top 5 Pokemon, different types. So, Chris, you're going to have to go back and listen to those
Okay.
and be judgmental about that because, Chris, you are a Gen 1 and 2 guy.
And 3.
And 3? Okay.
And that's where I
Gen
cut the
1, 2,
line.
3.
Really where I cut the line.
Okay, well,
Look
tell us
those up real quick.
what's
Hold
wrong
on.
with all – what's that, Josiah?
I'm going to have to look up which generations those were.
Sapphire and Ruby were the last. Then Gold, Silver, and then Red, and Blue.
Why not the next gen, like the generations after?
They started getting pretty lazy in their naming and their art form. I mean, let's be honest, Bulbasaur, okay, yeah, there's a bulb on his back, I get it. But like some of these names, like they made a panda one. There's a dark type panda that
Dude,
I noticed.
I like that panda. That is
That-
I
a
love
cool-
that panda.
Yeah, come on, man. But
Pangoro.
yes,
Pangoro?
Pangoro, yes.
Sounds like a
Pangoro.
kangaroo. It should be mixed up with a kangaroo or something like that.
I will say
Why do
that
they not have a kangaroo?
that Chris, that was a poor example. The
There's
The
another one. Hold on.
no, the lamps and the ice cream and the
Okay, the
and
the
trash.
and the
the
keys,
trash one.
The
the
trash
sand
bag, yeah,
castle.
But
It's-
there's
yeah.
there's another one. There's a
They get
skunky
kinda
one.
lazy.
There's something called, there was a skunkly one or
Right.
skun tank and stunky.
I
just
can
sit
tell it's
back
been
and-
a while since you've looked at these Pokemon.
Yeah, been a long time. I kind of gave up. I'm like, it's like all the creativity kind of like started going away. Also, I started noticing the art wasn't the same either. Like
Right.
the art was
It
a lot
changed a
cooler.
little bit. You're not wrong
It
about that.
changed.
But you are
So-
more into the gaming side of Pokemon,
Gaming
correct?
side, yeah. So not even the card game. So we collected cards when we were little. Also, I'll tell you a story about my holographic Charizard. So
He has the OG holographic
I
Charizard.
don't have the OG holographic card Charizard. Caleb,
Oh.
I spent 2 hours researching into it. I'm like, I have a nest egg. I have money that I can retire on. I don't even have to work for another 3 or 4 years because I can just sell this Charizard later on and I get lots of money. So I did all the research. I not only have not the OG, but I probably have the most unwanted holographic Charizard there
Oh.
is.
Boo.
So for $5 buying the packet, I probably can sell it for $25. So I made 5 times the money that I spent into it, but it's a Gen 2. It doesn't have the border that's needed. It doesn't, and I just sit back and I'm like, and it's like, it's so disappointing. So
That sucks.
Oh man. Okay, well
Yeah,
before we get
sucks.
into the rankings, and Chris, we do have pity on you. I'm sorry about that,
Yes,
but we
I'm
just
very
have to keep
sorry.
moving along.
Solidarity.
Yeah.
Something. I don't know.
This is on YouTube. You can go find us, Roundtable Rankings on YouTube. We're on Instagram at Roundtable_Rankings and on Twitter at Rankings Round. Chris, don't ask us why we're rankings round on Twitter, but
We don't know.
that is rankings round on Twitter. We usually put up polls. You can vote on whose top 5 you like the most, what we missed, what you liked. You let us know. We just like to have fun and goof around on this podcast.
Sure do.
So I will start. Chris, we'll let you in so you can win with the ultimate number 1. But the last thing, okay, you had a prediction that we would all end up with the same dark Pokemon at number 1. Do you want to do that now, or do you want to wait?
I'll do it now so you guys don't.
Okay.
Is it your number 1?
It is my number 1. If nobody else, if it's not my number 1, then
well, I mean, yeah, but I was making sure. So we can just leave it till the end then. So if you're predicting that we will have the same number 1 as you.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
let me say that.
Okay.
I won't be dishonest on this one.
Of
But
course.
but if there's a chance to be dishonest and I'm right, then I might do it just because I like being right. I don't know.
We have the same one, but you don't.
I don't.
Switch it up at the last second.
So my number 5 dark type Pokemon. And
Wait,
by the way, what's that? What? Oh
Honorable
my
mentions.
goodness. I always forget.
Are we doing honorable? Oh, I thought we were going to do honorable mentions before we do number 1.
We
Like Mojo movies.
No,
We
no,
are.
No, we are.
Oh.
We are not like Mojo movies. We do honorable mentions first and then get into our top 5.
Yes.
Because they're honorable mentions. They don't even deserve to be on the list.
Oh, you guys
I mean,
don't
they're
like
just-
it. Okay.
Or they do, and we
they
just
do.
find a spot for them.
Yeah,
but
that's what I meant to say. Okay, so I have 2 honorable mentions, and that is Mightyena and Houndour. And we don't
Wow.
go in depth on these, Chris. We just
Okay.
tell-
Dang, my honorable mentions are Absol, Shiftry, and then Houndoom. So I just did the evolution of
Is
Houndour.
Absol a legendary?
Absol is not a legendary. If you go to Sapphire, there's a road before I think the seaport town before I can't remember the town, but
In the game,
It's-
he's not a legendary. I feel like
he's
he's
not
a
a
legendary.
he's cool looking in the movies and the TV shows. He's cool looking, but he's not legendary. You can catch multiple of him in Sapphire.
Wow.
I've done
Because
that
he
a
might have
couple
been my
times.
number 1. If I didn't know that, he might have been my number 1.
I thought Absol was going to be on your list, Caleb. I really did.
I was
Well-
pretty darn sure I thought he was going to be, but that was not your number 1, which means I am set because that wasn't my number 1.
But
This is true.
okay. Now, okay, I got it. Can I make a mid-ranking change? I'm sorry. Absol would be. I'm just gonna throw him in. He would be like my number 1 or 2.
He's got to be
Okay,
your number
well,
2. He
we'll-
can't be
we'll-
your number 1 because that ruins
Okay.
my
We'll
prediction.
we'll say that he would be your number 1, but you thought he was legendary. We'll just go as.
So he wasn't. But
Yeah. But my honorable mentions, I have 3, are Pangoro. I like him. He's just a cool panda guy. Hydreigon. I always liked him because he's a dragon. And Umbreon, because I have to put the evolution in there somewhere.
Dang it! Screwed me over.
Oh, yeah. See, told you I am.
Umbreon's got to be up top. It's got to be number 1. Freaking cool Pokemon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't figured out by now,
we'll get it. We'll get there. We'll get
my
there.
prediction's screwed.
All right. Our top
Oh, no.
5. Chris thought he could pull it up. Chris and I think the way we think is very similar, but Josiah thinks he thinks similar in some ways, but on other things when it comes to Pokemon, very different.
Very
I was
different.
homeschooled.
He
So,
also likes SEC too, so.
all that means is I'm superior. So.
So, all right, you got to go on YouTube for this next bit because I and myself and Josiah show pictures of our top 5 on the camera. So if you want to see what the Pokemon looks like, you got to go on YouTube, Roundtable Rankings. However, if you're listening to this, you probably know what Pokemon look like. So
That is true.
my number 5 is Sneasel.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yes, Sneasel is a dark and ice type. So there's no legendaries, no megas on this list. But if they're part dark, they make it on this list. So if they're half dark, they can be on this list. So they're dark and ice. And what I found about Sneasel, I always thought it was, it was a quick Pokemon. It was kind of cool with the claws and everything. But Sneasels are known for stealing Pidgey eggs.
Interesting.
Yes. And then, so what we've been going back and forth with, Chris, on these past podcasts is that Pokemon actually kill each other and eat each other.
Yeah, that's what we found out. Like, Pokemon do die.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they and then there's also male and females. So
yeah, that I did know. I had massive breeding programs in my Game Boy games.
Yes, and it says that Sneasels they will sneak into daycares to steal eggs, which is I hope they're stealing eggs.
So Pokemon daycares?
Yeah.
I'm guessing like Chris's breeding program.
Yeah.
Is like breeding, and Sneasels are coming in and killing.
No wonder it takes so long for me to get eggs out of the daycare system. Gosh.
That'll do it.
Sneasels also, I got a bunch of facts on these Pokemon, so everybody sit back and relax. Sneasels don't flinch. They don't flinch, which that could be bad, because I always got made fun of for flinching when someone would like try to hit you in the nuts, and then you flinch.
Why do people make fun of you for that? That makes no sense.
But yeah, you idiot. When I actually kick you in the nuts and you don't flinch, yeah, let's see how that goes.
Yeah. Cover your nuts next time, dude.
Yeah. Sneasel also has the highest, sorry about that, the highest speed stat for unevolved Pokemon. So it's the quickest unevolved Pokemon in the Pokemon world.
Oh, wow.
So my thought process was right. They're very fast, and they seem to be fast in the show, in the anime. And then is also the other thing, Chris, that we have found is that a lot of these Pokemon are based off of Japanese mythology. And a lot of these mythology creatures that have made our list, a lot of these Pokemon that have made our list are based off of Japanese demons. Mm-hmm. And Sneasel
is a Japanese demon.
A Japanese Weevil demon.
Oh.
Weevil demon.
Yes, a Weevil demon.
Are we talking about like interesting? Are we talking like the bugs, Weevils?
I suppose.
I don't know. Weevil. You tell me what that is.
I have no idea. I don't even think
that is the bug.
Josiah's the home.
Is that the bug? I thought Weevil was spelled WEAV something.
It is the bug.
It is.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So
Weavile is the evolved form of Sneasel.
That explains everything.
WEAVILE.
Yeah. Okay, so that is Sneasel, my number 5. Josiah,
there you go. My number 5. My number 5 is Crocodile. Boom. That's him. Now, okay. I like Crocodile.
I just got to say, real quick, I'm going to interrupt you because I looked at a terrible list. I did not see any of these dark type Pokemon on any of these. Oh, I am terrible. Okay, sorry.
Anyways, Crocodile is ground and dark. He's ground type and he's dark type. And I like Crocodile because I played a Pokemon game on, I'm going to get made fun of this, Roblox.
It's not the first time we've made fun of you on this podcast before.
No, it's not.
Child.
It's not. I don't really blame you. But Crocodile, I like him because I had him in that, and he was very good for me. He worked really well. He had some move. I don't remember what it was, but it worked really well.
How do Pokemon look made out of blocks?
Well, see, actually, they weren't made out of blocks in this one, and it was called like. Yeah, I know, but they had these the coding. I don't know how they did. I don't know.
So they're actually like curves.
Yeah, there's actually like like Beyonce. Like
I don't know if Beyonce's the best one, but
I don't. Kim K. There you go.
There you go.
Adele.
Kurt. Not anymore. Not anymore.
Everybody was unhappy. She got rid of those curves.
I know.
Oh, did Adele get skinny?
Adele got skinny.
She got healthy.
I don't.
She got healthy.
Oh,
That's
good.
right.
Well,
Healthy.
good
I'm
for
sorry.
her. Good for
Yeah,
her.
exactly.
I don't
get mad
keep
at
up with
Adele.
celebrities.
A lot of
but
effort to
good
put
for her.
into that. I mean,
Better than
all I'm doing is gaining. That's what I'm doing.
I do absolutely nothing.
I'm getting curves.
You're
is
getting
what's
curves.
happening.
Well, are you drinking
I'm-
soy milk? What?
Wait, who's drinking soy
No.
milk?
I'm not drinking soy milk.
Josiah's
Are you-
getting curves
I'm getting curves.
Curves.
I'm
He's
getting
taking-
thick.
with
I'm
Thick.
getting
Disease.
Ooh.
thick.
Sorry,
You're a thick boy.
Josiah. Back to you and your.
Oh yeah. Anyways,
Pokemon.
crocodile. That was strange. They have very powerful jaws.
I probably could have
So
guessed
much
that.
so, yeah. Well, so much so they can crush the body of a car.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they can go. And also it can make its eyes like into binoculars, so it can see up to like 30 miles away, and then it can like swim through the sand and go with its.
Swim through the sand.
Yep. It
I'm so
swims
interested.
through the desert, then jumps out. And,
This sounds
and
like a
chomps them.
superhero Pokemon
This
that cannot
is-
be stopped. Evil demon.
With binocular eyes. It sounds like a cartoon almost.
Oh, really? Huh.
All right.
It's almost like
I deserve that
from
one.
an anime.
I deserve that. Let me underhand pitch that one to you and let you smack that back into my face.
Oh
Yeah.
I hate
man.
myself.
Now,
Hate myself so much.
in the cartoon, Chris, I think Ash actually had one of those.
Really?
I wouldn't know. I
Yes.
didn't watch the whole
I've-
thing, but
I haven't either, but I've
All
seen
right.
pictures.
I know we're going to get off track here. My only problem with Ash, Paige's problem, why didn't he evolve Bulbasaur and Squirtle? Why did he leave Pikachu at the pathetic rat stage instead of Raichu? We have to ask these questions. You want to know why this man has never won Pokemon League? He doesn't evolve any of his Pokemon.
it's because okay.
Josiah and I actually had this conversation about Pikachu.
We did have this conversation. Raichu doesn't get enough credit. He doesn't.
I mean, Raichu's like your tubby cousin, you know? You look at him, you're like, man, I'm going to grow up to be him, and I don't want to be. But, like,
He's so powerful.
All he has to
powerful.
do is sit on me.
I just struggle. I
I'm
struggle
sorry
with
to all
Ash.
the tubby cousins out there. We support you and your tubbiness.
We support your curves.
Yes.
All right, Chris, what is your number 5 dark Pokemon?
My number 5 dark Pokemon is Mighty Ina.
This is I love how we pronounce Pokemon names because can you say that one more time, please?
Mighty Ina.
Mighty-
It's Mighty and Ina at the end.
I say Mightyena.
That's how I say it too.
There's an E in the middle and the A
Yeah.
at the
Wait,
end.
how many E's?
Well, no, but the
One
A
E.
translates into the E.
Right,
It's
but then there's already an
hyena.
E. But there's already an
Hyena.
E
It's-
with the.
There's how do you say hyena? Hyena.
Okay, actually, you know what?
Hyena.
That is a fair point, but it's just so long before it. It sounds weird to say Puchina and Mighty Hina.
I'm being authentic. I don't know what I'm doing. I just play.
No, it makes sense. I give
I
it
look
to you.
at the
didn't think about
Pokemon. I look at the Pokemon.
I
I'm
didn't
like,
think of the
yeah,
hyena thing.
You'll
I
be
did
a
not
good
think about the
slave
hyena
for my
thing.
fighting ring. Let me use you for a little bit. So here's the reason why I put him as number 5 because I always pick up a Poochyena and Ruby or Sapphire, which one I was playing, and I always pick up him because he's the best one out of. I didn't want a Zigzag Goon or something like that, and it just looked like a bad trash panda. And so pretty much what I would do is I would always pick up him. He would last for about, I think, 3 or 4 gyms for me. And then after that, I would switch him out. I'd have
Throw
this.
him in the dumps.
Yeah, I'd throw him in the PC. I'm like, here you go. Forever be stuck in this computer program. You'll never be coming out ever again.
Ooh, that's sad.
Okay. How
So-
brutal is it? I'm sorry, I put it doing like this a lot. You got to go on YouTube to see what I'm doing. How brutal is it that Pokemon just get thrown in a computer,
That is
sit and rot for their whole life?
That is freaking brutal. That is awful. I would hate that. I don't even want to sit in my room, much less in a computer.
It's like a living trophy system. Pretty much all you have to do is look at your computer. I'm like, oh, I got that one. You skip through. You just sit there.
Oh no! Even legendaries.
Even legendaries. Actually, yeah. The only really legendary that I would keep in
the game?
In Sapphire and Ruby, I kept Rayquaza. I always caught him. What's the kite?
We should probably go on to number 4.
Yeah, move on. But I would keep Rayquaza. I would only keep a few legendaries. So I have like these big trophies in my cards. So that's my number 5. So let's jump on to number 4.
All right.
Groudon. Dang it! Why couldn't I think about that? And then there's Ho-Ho. What was
my number 4 is Bisharp.
Oh, I didn't show Mighty Eno. Oh, whatever. You guys got it.
He's got belly blades.
Yes, he does. Don't touch him. You might break yourself.
Yeah, that looks like it.
Yes, Bisharp is basically sharp and made of blades, and I kind of see, Pokemon made by the Japanese, kind of see the samurai-like Pokemon. Now, I was debating on putting it on because I'm not a fan of Pokemon that resemble humans. And this kind of resembles a human, kind of. But it's super cool, so I had to put it on. But Bisharp, they are pitiless. They do not feel bad for anyone, anything, only their masters. That's it.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
They live in packs, like it seems like all Pokemon do.
I mean, if they're stealing your eggs and killing each other off, I think that's the best way to live.
In alternate news, I've got my finger stuck in that hole at the back of your shoe, and I can't get it out. So
let's see how long he can do the podcast like that.
Boy, all I heard, you kind of paused a little bit at the hole part. And I'm like, child, Roblox.
The loop. So the loop at the back.
The loop at the back of your shoes. Okay,
better.
All right, back to Bisharp. It's got this head blade on it. Once that head blade is damaged or chipped, then the alpha male will step down as the leader of the pack. And then there's I'm guessing
they're head blade.
Yes. I'm guessing there is a fight between Bisharps to figure out who is the leader of the pack, the alpha male. I don't know.
Like pirates.
Also, Chris, maybe you could answer this. We've never gotten this deep into this because we're more into like a family-friendly podcast. But
okay, am I like some?
I don't know. No, but do Pokemon act? Do
it?
Yeah.
Yeah. They
Is
definitely
that
do
how
it.
you breed them?
That's how you get eggs.
Okay.
I mean,
I guess. Did you have to put one male and one female in?
Yeah, that would be the case. Yeah.
In the game.
All right. Well, then
If you didn't put a male and a female, they would just level up, but then you have to pay extra money for them. So I figured I better get some eggs out of it as well too to add to the value. It's honestly.
There you go.
I was a farmer. A
Pokemon frick.
Yes.
I get it. Haha. That was a good one.
Josiah, what is your number 4?
Okay, my number 4 Pokemon is Poochyena or Poochyena, I suppose. The one. Poochie. Anyway. What?
Oh, keep going. Keep going.
Did I say something? Is that not
No.
okay?
No, you're good. You're good.
All right.
We just think of things.
Okay.
I got you, Caleb.
Anyway, Poochyena is an omnivore.
Oh my.
It's an omnivore, so it will eat anything.
Anything and everything.
Anything and everything. So it's, usually you don't look at dogs and think, well, I guess actually really dogs technically are carnivores, but they really do eat everything. So
Yeah.
Yeah. They do. Oh, they do eat poop and throw up. It's a little bit disgusting. In fact, well, In fact, my girlfriend.
Your girlfriend eats throw up?
No, my girlfriend's dog had. They just got rid of it, but my girlfriend's dog. They would, whenever their cats would throw up inside, they would just call the dog inside, and they would eat the cat's throw up, and it was so disgusting. And I couldn't.
Would they
I watched
clean
it
up
once. I almost
after the
vomited.
dog? Do they clean after the dog licks it up?
Yeah, they would like wipe it down. They'd wipe it down with like a antibacterial wipes.
But they get the chunky stuff off first.
Yeah, the dog got all the saliva in old cat food.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about that.
It made me a little. I watched it once. It made me nauseous. It really did. So anyway, Poochiana.
Yeah, why
cool.
Poochiana?
Actually, once again, my girlfriend. That's her favorite Pokemon of all time. So I promised her I'd put it on my list. And I do actually like Poochiana. It's pretty fun little Pokemon. So
Josiah's girlfriend. I know your name, but I'm not saying it on the podcast. Why Poochiana? Come on. Message me. I need to know why. Women. Whammon. Yeah, they like the cute ones. They like the cute ones.
They like the cute ones. And I think that is why, if I'm being honest. But
yes.
Anyway, that
Chris.
Poochiana, I do like him. On to you.
On to me. So my next favorite for number 4 is this show?
Oh my gosh, it's blinding me, Chris.
Blinding. Hold on, one second, guys.
You got to put it like right up close. You got to get close and personal with everybody.
Close and personal.
Oh, there it is.
Muck.
I like Muck just because, honestly, he's pretty cool. Here's some cool facts since you guys are looking up. So if you're watching a YouTube video and you see me go between two screens, it's because I got to look up facts now. Let's see here. Prefers warm and humid habitats. In summertime, the toxic substances in his body intensifies, making Muck reek like putrid kitchen garbage. So
lovely.
I noticed when I read that, I was like, wow, we were making fun of the garbage Pokemon. And
maybe Poochiana will lick it up.
Maybe Poochiana will lick it up.
No.
But I like Muck just because he's like a tank pretty much in the game. Again, he's like my using drop and go type of Pokemon. I'll use him for a little bit, but I'll definitely use him.
You would do that to Muck?
I would do that to Muck. Nice one, Josiah. Sorry for people not watching this. This is hilarious what Josiah is doing.
Got stuck again.
So I just like Muck. He's also cool. He's just a Pokemon that you just think when he fights, he doesn't really use any moves. He just rolls over the Pokemon and suffocates it inside him. That's how I would use him. Muck, go forward. And he's like, so.
Forward.
But that's pretty much it, mine.
I remember when I first saw the garbage Pokemon, I immediately thought of Muck, which is, fair.
Yeah. Grimer, Muck. I just think they're pretty cool.
There is also a Alolan Muck. Have you guys seen that one?
Oh, that's right. Isn't it darker?
It's like rainbow, I thought.
I just saw it too.
It's not rainbow, but it's got different colors.
It's got different colors to it. I don't know how I feel about it. I think that gray pink is just classic and it gets the point across.
On Muck?
Oh yeah, it is. It is like rainbow.
Yeah. Isn't Muck just purple, Chris?
Yeah. Yes.
It's just gray. It's just off purple. It's just gray and pink. It's a bad Ditto. Pokemon?
It's a gigantic Ditto.
Fair.
That is poisonous.
Ditto is kind of tiny.
That's poisonous. Yeah.
All right. My number 3 is Houndoom.
Oh. Hey, so I'm just going to say Houndoom is also my number 3.
Oh, beautiful. It's not Chris's, though, because it was an honorable mention. So
it was an honorable mention.
That's what you get, Chris.
I don't like the Devil
You
Dog.
don't get your 3
played
number
enough
ones.
zombies. I played enough zombies to hate the Houndoons.
That's fair, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess. Anyways. Okay, so Houndoom is fire and dark, if you didn't know that already. If Houndoom wounds you, okay, he's got like toxins in his belly and whatever.
He's been eating mucks.
Yeah, I guess so. And so that's how he makes his fire, right? So it's like poison coming out of his mouth, but it's also lit on fire. So if a Houndoom wounds you, it is said that your wound will never be able to heal. Can you believe that?
Interesting.
That is pretty bad.
You got to get on YouTube. Josiah's like shushing people. We are very professional. So our families are used to us doing this.
Yeah. I'm not going in front of a printer. I'm not talking in front of.
The other thing that Houndooms
Kids
do
thing.
that scare people is they howl. Okay. And their howls are said to sound like death from hell.
Oh wow! Yeah, I did notice it. It says it sound. The people used to think it was the Grim Reaper. So
Oh gosh.
yeah.
Yeah. No, thank you. If I'm sleeping
That's-
outside and I hear that, I will. I
Mm-mm.
don't know. That would make me want to be a Pokemon trainer, so I could get a bunch of Pokemon to protect me.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. It says right here, upon hearing its eerie howl, other Pokemon get the shivers and head straight back to their nests.
Oh boy.
I mean,
so
that makes sense.
I guess my Pokemon are going to be scared sleeping with me. Okay.
Yes. And in a Houndoom pack, the one with its horns raked sharply towards the back serves a leadership role.
So yeah, I read that as well. And
I'm not sure what that means.
do they
It's
just get in the
confusing.
leadership role of the pack, and then all of a sudden the horns go, "Mwah," or
I don't know, because it also says that they fight to choose their leader.
right? So they're contradicting each other. They sound like the news in America right now.
Fake news.
Stay
Professor
inside.
Oak.
Go
Professor
out.
Oak is not doing his job. Although Houndoom is during a Professor Elm's time, so that's what you get for second best professor.
Oh, get bodied! I
Don't
stole
know
that
who
from
Professor Elm is,
the
but
He's-
Spitballers.
He's
and
from Gold and
Fancy
Silver.
Wars.
That's when you see Houndoom.
I never played any of the games, Chris.
They're
so
actually a
I'm
lot of
sorry.
fun. They are a lot of fun.
See, I never had a DS
I had a
Well,
Game
that will
Boy.
do it.
Actually,
or a
so
Game Boy.
we started off with a Game Boy, and then I got a Game Boy Advance. Then we got the SPs.
I don't even know what that is.
And then I never got a DS. The
I-
SPs were like flip phones. They were flip phones of Game Boys. You were pretty darn cool. You flip that open, you're like, yeah.
The Game Boy Colors.
Well, see,
Game
the
Boy Colors.
only video games I got to play as a kid was when I went to Caleb's house. And I got to play, we would play Xbox 360. We
Yeah.
usually play Modern Warfare 3. And then we play like the old like beta alpha Minecraft when it was only on the website. And Cole and I
College
used to play
football.
that. College football, yes. We play college football games on the
Yeah, it's
Xbox.
old
and-
stuff. Not
and
Pokemon.
then, yeah, not Pokemon. Never played Pokemon. But yeah, the first thing I got was a Wii. So,
Last thing on Houndoom. I'm bringing us back in.
oh yeah, well, I forgot. what I'm
If
talking about.
Houndoom is hit with another fire attack, okay, it increases the Houndoom's fire attack
wow.
in strength. So
That's
don't fight.
interesting.
Don't
Fire
fight fire with fire.
Don't fight
in
fire
this
with
case.
fire.
Yeah.
That is
Do not.
very interesting.
Do
I
not.
like it. I like it.
Do you have anything to add about Houndoom?
I have nothing to add. You hit all my talking points.
Okay.
Oh, so
sorry.
it's up to me. All right.
You're finishing out the
okay.
number 3.
I'm finishing out number
Good job.
3. Oh, I didn't pick it up, a picture of it, so you guys are gonna have to look it up yourselves. My number 3 is Sharpedo.
Oh,
yes.
interesting.
I
I do have a
thought about
Sharpedo
him.
card.
Yeah, Sharpedo's pretty cool. So in the game, I use him as my water slave. I pretty much have him learn all the moves to go like dive, surf, and whatever items that need to be to move around. Because I didn't want to use those moves on anybody else, but I like him. I did learn something very interesting. I would say that he has explosive poops in the sense that he drinks seawater and jets it from his rear to propel himself.
Is that poop or pee?
Are you kidding me?
It's probably pee. It would probably be actually pee.
Yeah, I'm thinking pee.
I'm thinking pee. He's like a jet ski. He goes 75 miles per hour. And he's called the bully of the sea. Everybody likes bullies. That's just
Yeah, love
Always
bullies. They're the best.
But they're my favorite. I love bullies.
I mean, I'm
They're my
playing
best
against
friends.
I'm playing against teenage gym leaders in the game, so why not get a bully for a Pokemon?
Honestly, that's fair. That's fair.
Gosh. And then
Well, when you look at it that way, I guess it's
you know,
okay.
it's all about perspective, right? The last part I really like about him is that when one of the fangs snap off, they grow back immediately. So it's
Interesting.
So the thing, it's already grown. It's just waiting there.
it's just waiting there. So it's just like all of a sudden it snaps off, it grows back in. So
Is that? I mean, how many times can you?
this is my family.
How many times can you snap it in a row without
It
it?
doesn't
growing?
say. It says it grows back immediately, so we have no idea.
Well, because Chris didn't provide a picture, here's an artist's rendition of.
Wow. That's very good. That
Thank
is
you.
Very good.
Thank
That
you.
is actually pretty good. But look how like he has no tail in the back end.
I know that never made sense to me.
Well, now it does because all he does is drinks water.
Yeah. Hold on.
I wonder, does it move if he's like, it's not sprinting, but like jetting. That's the word.
Jetting.
Jetting through the water. Okay. Does he have that stored, or is he like drinking the water as fast as he can and then peeing as fast as he can?
I think that's what's happening. Yeah, think
Just
about
going
his
straight through him.
straight through. Think about his intestines, man. Those things are working to like get that water moving. It's like
Holy cow!
super squeezing out there.
Yeah, Josiah, I'd like to see this rendition. That
All right, I think he's pooping. He's supposed
I
to be
think
squirting water out.
yeah, it's squirting water out.
Oh, water, not poop.
Yes,
I think
water.
I think he didn't have his daily fiber in that picture. Kind of pebbly.
My bad.
He didn't eat his I wonder what Pokemon has the highest amounts
Bulbasaur.
of fiber.
It's definitely a
Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur.
But
That's why you only see one in the game. Because Sharpedo's eating all the other Bulbasaurs to get his fiber.
on land. Okay. Beautiful, Josiah.
Beautiful. I like it.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Honestly, the picture of the Pokemon is really good. The water,
Yeah, that was very good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The water is not.
not the best. Well, it's great. It's great. What am I saying? I didn't even show a picture. So,
Hey, it was fun. I enjoyed drawing it.
all right, number
All right.
2.
Before we get into number 2, real quick break from Pokemon. I want you to grab the this is for kind of our podcast listeners, so they don't have to listen to Pokemon constantly. I know that's why they're here. And for YouTube, number 1 thing around you right now, go. We didn't.
Wait,
tell
what do you mean number 1 thing?
Well, number 1 thing that's laying right next to you. We do it's roundtable rankings. So
Like
you
your
gotta grab
favorite thing.
the number 1 ranked thing on your table right now. I will start while you guys look. Okay. I have no idea why this is in here. EA Sports UFC for Xbox One. Chris and Josiah and I have all played this game at my house, and we have done tournaments with UFC. Chris is still struggling. I'm trying to stall. No, I'm not too much. I do want to tell the time. This is a great game for tournaments because the person that sucks at video games will just button smash and win. So our foreign exchange student from China won. And no, he was a good Chinese. Don't worry. He wasn't one of those bad Chinese. That's stealing.
Donald Trump, don't trust China.
China is, you know what? Anyways, it's a fun game. You gotta try it. You gotta go get some UFC in and beat. It's a good way to take.
I haven't played in one of the tournaments, but I have played it.
Oh, the tournaments are fun. We gotta get you in.
But my number 1 item is my Dungeons and Dragons Player's Handbook and the dice.
I feel like
D20.
you used the dice last time.
I feel like I probably did. But I don't have a lot of new stuff, so
Roll from memory. 0. Critical fail. Reuse item.
roll the no.
Yeah, but you added the handbook this time, which
I
is
did add the handbook.
yes.
So it's
What-
the Player's Handbook for D&D. It's fun.
I've heard that you could play Pokemon D&D,
Oh yeah, you can.
which I think
Which I
would be-
haven't done.
Isn't that what Cole made?
no. Oh, pretty much. Pretty much. We made a Pokemon board game.
Wait, I was thinking so.
And all right, Chris,
Fun
what is
page.
your number one thing?
My number one thing, people, is this nice bottle of Columbia Merlot.
Oh, the
Guess
one
what?
adult here.
Guess what?
Drunk.
Yeah, I am a drunk. It is a good Merlot. Also, it is by far the best wine ever made.
Okay, this
interesting.
is our wine of the day. What is it again?
It's a Columbia Merlot.
Merlot.
It looks like we have a 2017 vintage.
Bottled where? Washington?
It is a Washington bottle, yeah.
Is it grown in Washington or is it
It's grown in
bottled?
Washington. It's grown in
Bottled?
Washington and bottled in Washington. So
Is it
the
really?
grapes don't come down to Modesto to get bottled.
Got it.
It's
Chris.
a Gallo-owned product.
Yeah, because Chris works for Gallo, and they own like 80% of all the wine in
No, we
the
don't.
world.
No, we don't.
What, 75?
That would be considered a monopoly. And we're not a monopoly.
No, but you just own 80%. I think Josiah did a piece out real quick, and
We can see him now.
is there a number 2 thing, or he got a new chair?
I was just rolling around. I was
All right,
drunk
I don't
like
know.
this.
I can't. I'm not 21, so I can't talk about wine. So I had to.
Oh, that's
dispute.
true.
I had to dispute.
Oh.
20.
Right.
Number 2.
It wasn't wine. It was very old grape juice.
Oh,
That's right.
well then we're good.
My number 2. My number 2 is Muck.
Hey.
Hey.
I didn't want to give it away because you ranked it lower. I mean, I did kind of give it away by my reaction, but Muck is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Whenever I have to choose 6 Pokemon, because I do this all the time, and I make a list of Pokemon for the 6 that I would have if Pokemon were real, Muck would be in there. And I did have some things to add to what Chris said. Yes, they have a trail of toxin that actually kills plants immediately.
Weed control.
Weed control, it would. I am a farmer, so that would be bad.
But
I would.
If you get a bunch of Grimers, you have less surface area to deal with,
Oh.
and then they kill off.
And
all
they
the
can go
weeds
down the
around.
middle of the row and kill,
Mhm.
or right in
Mm.
between. So instead of French plowing, I just Grimer zigzag
Grimer your way
in and
through.
out.
I mean,
There you
I think
go.
they would
There you
appreciate
go.
it instead of fighting their fellow brethren. So I think some Grimers
like
might want to
that.
be farmers.
That is, I love it. Okay, Muck also not as good as Sharpedo.
No.
Looks like a turd
That
with an
was all-
arm.
that was-
That looks like what I pooped out last night.
Artist rendition.
Muck can cause severe sickness if you touch it, but the Muck can't control who he poisons. So if you touch it, you will get poisoned. If he doesn't want you touching it, but if he likes you, then you're good. You're chilling, bruh. Also,
Cool.
I hate to change the mood of this podcast, but according to this site, Muck are being hunted and are going extinct because they're poisonous and because people are starting to clean up after themselves. So the Muck do not have any garbage to eat and things like that. So they're slowly dying and going extinct.
That's
See,
interesting.
you gotta think about this one though. It's like there's still garbage around, so why don't you just have muck pits? Like there'd be your landfill systems.
That is honestly not
The
a
people
bad
in the
idea.
Pokemon world are not as smart as the real world, Chris.
Gosh,
It's an anime, Chris. There's
Anime.
unforeseen
Because-
problems. that
I
make
know.
No
Like
sense.
I would personally say that how to say pandas in the real world is panda farming, but no one's really taking that idea.
Well, we don't know how to save whales, so
You farm them. You have whale farming at that
Yeah,
point.
Chris, please tell me how you're going to farm a whale in the ocean. The
I'll
biggest
tell you how- I'll
creature
tell you how
on
to
Earth.
we can't even keep whale sharks.
I'll tell you how we do pandas later. I have a great
No. We all want to hear right now. Everyone wants to know your idea of a panda farm.
panda farming. Okay, let me now introduce you. I'm still looking for investors for my panda farming. So if you want to invest in panda farming, please send me a message.
And this has been Chris's dream since high
Whale.
school, I believe.
High school. This has been panda farming. So the question you all have to ask right now is: are you ever going to see cows, chickens, or pigs going extinct No, because they're
Yes.
integral to
Oh.
our food chain. So therefore, chickens, pigs, and cows need to survive, and so we put a lot of investment in there. So if we start farming pandas in a very similar way, we save the panda population. So what I'm
So
going
what
to
you're
first
saying
do,
is
Yeah.
to save pandas, you're going to
You
eat
must-
pandas.
you must eat pandas, but we're not going to eat them first.
Okay.
Not at first. What we need to do is we need to breed promiscuity back into pandas. Because if we don't have promiscuous pandas, we can't have maybe band babies. So
So you want to breed a bunch of sexy pandas and eat them is what I'm
exactly.
hearing.
So first stage of the panda farming is we have to breed promiscuity back into it. So you won't get a return back on your money quickly, but on stage 2, that's when you get to return on your money, because then that's once we have enough baby pandas, we go around and we sell them. So not only are we saving the environment, we're also creating jobs, and we're also saving.
How are we saving the environment again?
Because pandas are part of the environment.
Yeah, we need them to eat bamboo and eucalyptus and stuff.
But they are the
Oh,
environment.
yes.
I mean, it's like killing off the orangutans is killing their environment.
Okay.
Yeah,
keep
that's
going.
fair.
Sorry, I interrupted.
Flora and fauna. I'll give you
Flora
that.
and fauna, exactly. And so therefore, I submit to you that panda farming is the best way. Because everybody's going to pay only so much to go see a panda at a zoo, but people will continuously pay to get food.
So step 1, breed horny, sexy pandas. Step 2, eat said horny, sexy pandas.
And then when your breeding program's done and the loss of because you have breeders, you'll have breeders. So if the breeders are done, you're like, after a couple of years, you're like, they're no longer useful for my production breeding, then I release them out in the wild, and then they can breed at their own pace of what they want to. And so therefore,
Will they know how to survive in the wild?
I would figure that, after a while, you keep on throwing them in. A few will pick it up, and then.
Okay.
We can breed them to be back to the wild living. That's not that hard.
I feel like there are dogs that, okay, I live in the country. So I get a domesticated dog, and you put them in the country, they slowly become more and more wild.
Yeah.
In one life.
Mm-hmm.
And then and they're not breeding. So if they do breed, then
they get wild and wild. Yeah. I think it's the same thing for pandas.
Probably.
Chris,
just have to try it out, right?
Say that is a good argument. I'm not saying it's a good idea. It's just a good argument.
There's more details to it, but we got to get to our next stages of Pokemon. But I do want to pass on that nugget of information that we can't see pandas.
Your number 2.
My number two, Pokemon, dark Pokemon. My number 2 dark Pokemon is Sableye. I like Sableye. I don't know why I like Sableye.
That one freaks me out. Sableye.
Is that the gym? Is that the gym Pokemon that has like?
He's like a little creepy dude, and he's like,
oh, that one, yeah.
Oh, hold on, let me pull up a picture.
I got you, bro.
Drawn a artist rendition, but
Sableye.
Yep. I like Sableye, and some of the So he doesn't evolve. But they live real deep underground.
The Georgia is coming out of you.
It is. They live deep inside caverns, and they are thought to steal the spirits of people when their eyes glow in the darkness.
Wait, do they have to be close to humans to steal their spirit, or is just like they're feeling, like a thief, and their eyes just all of a sudden glow, and millions of miles away, they steal my spirit?
It doesn't actually say. So, I don't know. Good luck. But I'm going to assume it says they're feared because of that. I don't know. I would assume they have to be close, but
Me too.
It doesn't specify. So maybe we'll get lucky.
I feel like they would have to be within
Kim Jong-un's spirit's going to get stolen.
That's our only hope.
That's our only hope. That's our only hope. Is that Kim Jong-un gets his spirit stolen by a Sableye.
Help us, Sableye. You're our only hope.
The last hope of the free world.
Are those gems the Sableye's actual eyes, or did it steal gems and put them in place of its eyes?
I feel like those are
I-
gemstones.
I believe those are actually its eyes.
Really?
It's gemstone eyes, but it does love stealing gems. And it loves to stalk Carbink, which is another Pokemon, I do believe.
Stop Carbink.
Stalk Carbink.
Oh, Stalk.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, stalk Carbink. And
Why?
because it wants to steal Carbink's gems. And I guess kill Carbink. It doesn't really specify on that one either, but I would assume that would kill the Pokemon if you stole all the gems out of it.
I've noticed that Josiah has a trend here. He likes the Pokemons that can stalk and steal.
That's a Carbink.
Yes, that is
The
Carbink.
the Crocathief one. I can't even think of its name.
Crocodile, yes.
The crocodile. Interesting. I know more and more about you the more you speak about these things.
Josiah will be the trainer that is constantly stealing from other trainers.
Is that called Team Rocket? At this point, we already
The
know.
trainer who trains.
Maybe I am Team Rocket. So let's figure it out. I don't know.
Chris, what is your number 2 dark Pokemon?
Number 2, guys, is Tyranitar. Tyranitar.
I thought about that one too. Didn't make the honorable mention list.
You didn't make the honorable mention list?
Ow.
Tyranitar is pretty cool. Like, working to get to him in the game is just so satisfying. Once you get him, you're like, yes, I have a Tyranitar. But pretty much a few things here. See here, Tyranitar is overwhelmingly powerful. He can bring down whole mountains to make its nest. This
Oh,
Pokemon
scary.
wanders about the mountains.
I don't like this Pokemon.
Opponents. See here. Let's see here.
If you have to tear down a mountain to make your home, you do not belong on planet Earth.
Hey, don't
But it
hate
said-
him because you ain't him.
Hey, but he said,
I am.
if he finds an opponent that is not worthy, he ignores you and wanders on. So at least he's got a sense of honor. We like Pokemon with honor.
Okay. Let me propose this situation.
Okay.
I live on a mountainside. Okay.
Yes.
A massive Tyranitar walks up to me,
Mhm.
to my mountain, and says, "This is my home now. You need to leave." And I say, "No, this is my home."
So
Is he going to leave, or is he going to leave his potential home to go look for another one? But I'm the only mountain around, right? My mountain is the only mountain around that I live on.
So I would like to take this time and draw an analogy from The Emperor's New Groove,
Oh, boy.
where he wants to build his summer palace on the very top of that mountain.
Yes.
The only way to stop the Tyranitar is to turn him into a llama, have about an hour and a half here, let him know what happened and why that's a bad idea, defeat off his evil stepmother, and the in turn back to normal, and he won't tear down your mountain. That's the only way I can see how
I
this
can
thing's
get
working.
behind that. I get the Tyranitar's poison.
Poison. The poison for Tyranitar. Tyranitar's poison.
Number.
Oh no, the spinach pups!
That is a great movie. If you have not seen Emperor's New Groove, go watch it.
That
Right
is a-
now?
Well,
Yes.
after
Oh,
this.
well, I
but
haven't seen it. So.
you haven't seen
Oh.
it?
What?
Oh my goodness.
We need to do a top 5 Disney movie.
Gosh, Kronk is the best.
I'm
He's
not
the
gonna be
one
able to
that
be
makes
on
that movie.
episode.
Yeah, Kronk makes that movie.
Kronk makes that.
I mean, that movie's
Squeakity
love
squeak squeak
Kronk.
squeakers.
It's
What are
freaking
you
fun.
doing, Kronk?
I've seen. Wait, no. I have seen that movie. I watched it. Yes, I watched it this summer while I was out there. I watched it with freaking Chris. No, not Chris. What's her name? Christian. Christian.
okay.
I watched it with Christian and Hunter.
Christian.
We shout out random people on here.
Yes. Hi,
Which
Christian.
Which Christian?
A girl Christian. Anyways,
Oh, that Christian.
We were working at the pizza place while we were watching.
All right.
number 1, the moment everyone has been waiting for.
Except
Well,
they
we
already
know
my
Chris is number 1,
Can't believe you, Josiah.
and Josiah ruined it.
Sorry.
Well, what will Caleb rank as his
You're
number
an
1?
Umbreon. You have to be Umbreon.
Oh,
Umbreon! Called it!
My number one is Umbreon. If you go on YouTube, that
There
was
you
really
go.
slow build up. But if you're on YouTube, you saw it. Umbreon, yes, it is probably the coolest Pokemon around. Come on, Josiah. What are you
Sorry. Sorry.
Okay, here's what I have on
Sorry.
Umbreon. He's cool AF. Okay, his rings glow in the moonlight.
Is the AF part in the Pokédex? I'm pretty darn sure it is.
Yeah, I think it reads it word for word, actually,
Word is
out
word.
loud. Umbreon, the dark Pokemon, is cool as
AF.
cool as AF.
Cool as F.
It's like on The Office when Michael Scott says ASAP as possible. Wait, no, ASAP as possible, as soon as possible. Hi, Mama Andresen. Oh, I love her. She's my favorite.
Oh my god. Sorry, guys. I just can't.
All right. Okay.
keep
No, it's
family
fine.
out.
Chris.
I do that too all the time.
We have people running in and out of this podcast all the time on YouTube.
I just go shh.
Yeah.
Go away. Shoot.
So Umbreon or Eevee will only evolve into Umbreon. Chris, since this is your number one, why don't you can talk along with me about Umbreon?
You can keep on going. I'm looking through a few other things here too.
It'll only evolve into an Umbreon. Eevee will only evolve into Umbreon when it has full trust and friendship in the trainer during the night.
During the night. Only the night. So
Yes. Someone's sneaking behind you.
yeah, I see it.
When agitated, okay, Umbreon will release a toxic gas from his sweat glands. From his sweat glands. Umbreon is also 87.5% male.
Wait, what?
Umbreons are.
Oh yeah, that's right.
87.5%
Eevees are almost
male.
all of them are 87.5% male, including Sylveon, including Glaceon.
Wait.
all of them.
As in the population is 87%, or as in they have 80% male and female in them?
The population is
okay. The population. I'm just making sure. You guys were making it sound like
I am 13.2% male.
Male.
The rest is female.
I haven't finished my transition phase. Gosh.
Oh well, I don't know. Maybe that's how
I don't
really know how that
curves,
works,
so he may be 50% female. Umbreon in Japanese is called Blackie. Very, very unique.
Interesting.
Blackie. I feel like that's what I name black cats.
Yeah, I know.
Dogs.
Well,
That's
see,
when I'm
actually,
feeling lazy.
our cat is named Balky, Balcky.
Why?
Well, Timothy wanted to name it Blackie, and I was like, that's unoriginal. And then it's a black cat, and Timmy was like, I'll name it Blackie.
It's unoriginal to name it Blackie?
Maybe. I might be under a false impression of what that term means. Anyway, I didn't like it. So when Timothy was younger, we had used a video and it would sing like BLACK spells black, something like that. And Zoe
colors.
she was learning his colors. And Zoe was trying to sing it to him. She goes, BALCK spells black. And I caught it. And I made fun of her for it incessantly for a while. And then I remembered that.
Bulk.
Yes. BALCK spells black is what she said. She didn't mean to say that.
Did it say that? Is it really bulk?
And so we named the cat Balky. Is
nice.
What that's
we
how
named our cat Mao.
Mao
Zedong.
Oh, very good. Your cat's on the Chicago Reds.
Yes. Check it out. MLB The Show. It's coming soon. All right.
Yes.
Umbreon is also tied for the highest special defense out of all dark Pokemon. Dark type Pokemon.
Did you tell about how it sprays poisonous sweat from its pores?
Yes, I did.
I thought so. But I thought that was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. It is so cool. It's worth saying twice. Actually, yes.
Worth saying twice.
And what the people that do research into Pokemon, like in-depth research, thank you because I use it for this podcast. Umbreon could be based off of Tezcatlipoca, which is a deity in the Aztec religion. And this deity would take the form of a jaguar with yellow rings at night.
Oh my!
This deity, huh?
Deity, yes.
Yes, that is how you spell it.
I mean, if we're saying block.
Yes. So
Okay.
it is based off an Aztecian, I don't know, is that how you say it? As an Aztec religion, which I don't know if anyone still does this Aztec religion hoo-ha, but it believes in Tezcatlipoca.
Tezcatlipoca. It sounds like a.
But at nighttime, it sounds pretty cool.
Sounds pretty
I wouldn't mind seeing an Umbreon running around. Anything you have to add about Umbreon, Chris?
I mean, you hit all the cool stuff. All I was going to do is say it looks cool. Let's just say it. Umbreon.
That's the only reason it was number one.
And the only reason it was number one. You notice how all the other games, I'm like, I use this Pokemon during this point in time. This is why I throw it at this level of everything. Umbreon's just like, just cool.
That's why it's on my honorable mentions.
And that's why I made my number one as well.
Nice. What was your number one? Because we got to figure this one out.
Josiah,
My number one?
Oh, boy. It
has already been mentioned
Tyranitar.
by someone. It is Tyranitar!
Dude, that's pretty good, man. You're an artist.
I struggled with the face a little bit.
He looks like he's got no neck. He's so chubby.
He's
got curves.
He's got curves. I can't shade with Expo markers, so I couldn't really define the neck. But here's a better picture of Tyranitar growling.
That
but yes,
looks like a Tyranitar.
Yeah. But Tyranitar is my number one. I love Tyranitar. He's just huge. He's massive. He goes, "Roar." And he can. And I don't know. Ignore me. And it says in just one of his mighty hands, it has the power to make the ground shake and mountains crumble. So that thing we were talking about with the mountains destroying, he can do that with just one hand. He can just go like, the mountain's gone.
One of his mighty hands.
Yeah,
that's
his
terrible.
mighty hands and the mighty hammer. Thor brings down. What was that? What's that song? It's a Thor song with his mighty hand and mighty hammer. I can't remember.
But the Thor entrance is one of the greatest hero.
And what, Ragnarok?
No.
What are you talking about?
Avengers, just straight up Avengers.
Oh,
no.
Remember
It's
that.
not in game. It's the one before in game. His entrance.
Ultron?
No.
No. I don't remember, but
the second to last movie.
Yeah, his entrance with the raccoon on his back is
Infinity War.
Oh,
Infinity War
to Wakanda. Oh,
that is the best hero entrance of all time.
give me Thanos.
I don't really remember that, to be honest with you.
Remember,
But
it brings down, he shoots lightning, and all of a sudden,
You should have aimed for the head.
should have aimed for the head. What was the other
I feel
part?
like maybe I do remember that. I don't really. I don't remember much.
And then,
of Infinity
and then the
War.
guy playing the Hulk was like, "Oh, you're all screwed now."
I was trying to think about his name. I can't think of his name. You're all screwed now.
Yeah, Professor Banner, Dr.
Banner. That's it.
Bruce Banner.
Yes,
I actually watched Ragnarok the other day.
that is a
thinking
great
about.
movie.
It
Ragnarok's
is.
pretty good.
It is.
It's pretty.
I
funny.
love the part. I was talking about the part where he like comes down and the people on the bridge, they're like all piled up, and he's like, and it's playing that song, and he's like, yeah, and then I love that part. Anyway, by the way, Caleb, if you wanted to know about Tyranitar, this is what it says on the whole, like, if he cares about other people, you know,
And,
what
like
he
destroying my home on my mountain.
Yeah,
I
he
really
destroy
liked-
your home. It says it has an insolent nature that makes it not care about others. So
I'm saying
There's our.
I'm
he
saying-
don't give a rat's rear end about you.
he needs the poison. Tyranitar's poison. Poison for Tyranitar.
Poison for Tyranitar.
The poison specifically made for Tyranitar. Turned him into a llama.
Looking for this.
There's also there's two
Is
more
that my
things.
voice? Oh my gosh, that's my voice.
There's two more
Is that
things.
my voice? Sorry, Josiah.
Two more things.
My gosh, it's so good.
It says that its body can't be harmed by any sort of attack, which is why it loves finding enemies. Which I don't think it really the Pokemon game really shows that out.
How do you beat it?
I know, that's what I'm saying. But anyway, it says its body can't be harmed by any sort of attack.
Physical attacks, but special attacks can.
Oh, that's
Like
true.
Psychic.
But
Llama poison.
Yeah,
it says that maps must be redrawn after it rampages. So it says like it destroys the whole landscape. You have to redraw maps. I thought
Think
that was
about
pretty cool.
that.
This leads me to another question that I have about this Pokemon universe.
What if you wanted to create a world in your own image? Would you start off with a rampaging Tyrannotars?
Yes.
Would you
Yes.
think that Team Magma and Team Aqua would have had
No.
an easier time creating the world that they wanted by just using Tyrannotars instead
Well-
of having to go and get the special the legendary Pokemon Groudon and Kyogre?
Well, it does say on one of these things that I believe a Team Rocket had a Tyranitar.
So they
But-
destroyed everything?
I can't find that again. So ignore what I just said.
Okay. This Pokemon universe must be absolutely ginormous because you don't see mountains being destroyed by Tyrannotars, and
That's true, actually.
they must be somewhere where they can just go insane and create.
That's true. And doesn't every Pokemon thing introduces a new continent? Every Pokemon game.
Yeah.
generation.
Generation, new place. Yeah. Hoenn,
Kanto.
Kanto.
Johto.
Johto was second. Yeah. Unless,
Alola.
what if you thought that,
Or Hawaii.
oh, no, they're different continents. Yeah, they have to be different continents. I was thinking, what if they're different worlds?
True. Oh, that's a very good question. How many worlds are in the Pokemon
Oh.
universe?
But it's one because you can
Maybe
go
it's
into Kanto and Johto in the games. You can switch between the two of there.
Well,
and then-
maybe if one of the others are, you have to go through another dimension.
Ooh, we're hitting some good stuff here now. Dimensions.
I think we should end on that and just leave it to the people, and they can, think
Talk
this.
about it.
Yeah.
Think about good dimensions.
I think that's a great place to leave off. Our number ones, Caleb Umbreon, Chris Umbreon, Josiah Tyranitar. Let us know what you think we missed out on in our top fives, what you liked in the comments. Subscribe and leave some reviews for the podcast. Remember, YouTube, Roundtable Rankings, Instagram, Roundtable_Rankings, and Twitter, Rankings Round.
Yes.
Chris,
See ya.
thank you. Wait, I want to thank Chris.
Oh.
Chris,
Yeah,
thank you.
thanks, Chris. Yeah.
We're gonna try to get
Again,
you
yeah.
on soon, again. Or get you on
Again?
soon again,
Soon again.
and we can
Soon again.
keep doing these podcasts. And,
Did you guys? I did notice that you guys didn't mention one thing about, and it's your Twitter account. You actually had Yoda help you make that Twitter account.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
So
Actually, yes. We live in a
Yes.
fantasy world, actually. And you
Yes, we do. That's why we talk about these Pokemon as if they're real, because it's not because we're insane or crazy.
We just actually do live in that world.
We
it's
actually
another
live in-
dimension.
Yeah, we live in another dimension where Yoda's real and
We go-
Pokemon are real. It's pretty cool.
We go to the Mario land and we jump in one of those green tubes.
Yep.
Go down, and we're in the Pokemon world.
Oh,
That's literally what we
There you
do.
go.
Just watch out for the piranha pants.
Yep. And then we go to another one and we go see Yoda. And then
And he names
Go
our
to
Twitter,
another
and then
one
we're
and-
back.
Yep.
Well, Chris, thank you. You added lots and lots of laughs and, dare I say, wisdom to our podcast.
I would say knowledge.
Are you sure?
And
I
I'm
wouldn't
not
say
even sure about that.
and I think we're gonna have to put your parents in the credit and your brother in the credits.
Oh my goodness! Yes.
Shirtless Dan.
Yeah,
Dan.
shirtless Dan.
Shirtless
thank-
Dan.
Thank you, Shirtless Dan.
Wait, honestly, if my brother Daniel comes on, he'll probably be shirtless too. So we'll have 2 shirtless Dans. Two shirtless Dans.
Everyone, thank you very much. I'm going to hit the stop button. Anything else that you have to say will not be on the podcast, guys. See ya.